Hey guys, Xander419 here, and I am back with the third, I think, episode of Starbound. Now, we're back on the main title screen. I thought that we weren't going to have to do this anymore, but apparently we do, because as you might notice down here, if you're very observant, we've actually moved up in an update. We're on beta version Enraged Koala instead of Angry Koala. I think that was what it was. I actually have no... I'm going to be wrong about that. Somebody's going to correct me. Whatever. So yeah, new stuff. Don't know exactly what was added, but maybe something new will happen. So let's get right back in it here. If it'll load, please. Okay, there we go. Just took a minute. Yeah, it does that sometimes, but, right. Let's see. I remember, yeah, we were gonna use this distress beacon once we got down, but, first things first. If I'm gonna be doing this with no, with no armor, I'm gonna need this. The iron hunting bow. It's a more damaging hunting bow. That's all it is, really. Apparently it's rare. I say apparently for a reason. Yeah. So let's warp down to the planet. And we're gonna need to prepare a little bit here. So I'm just gonna clear off a little bit of a layer here. Like right there. That'll be good. Let's grab the dirt. Put that here. This is the correct dirt, right? Yes, it is. Okay, good. And I'm going to be flattening it out to this layer here. Why this layer, you ask? Because I felt like it. And, yeah, as you may have been able to tell, well, for those of you who couldn't tell, I guess I won't spoil it until I use it, but this distress beacon is going to do something very special. What do I mean by that? Well, you'll see. But, yeah. It's gonna be a bit tricky, but I think I'll manage. So, yeah. Today we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get the distress beacon done. And I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else like that. I don't know. Maybe. I might get some other stuff done. Yeah, we'll have to see. But until then, I'm just going to be doing this. Feel free to skip further ahead in the video if you do not want to see me just mining out backgrounds and whatnot. So yeah, because this is pretty much all I'll be doing. In fact, I might just edit this out entirely in post, but I don't know. I'm probably just gonna leave it in. I don't typically edit my videos that much because I still need to learn how to do that better. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start with something, so why not start with this? Nobody seems to have had a problem with it so far, but then again, my most popular video got 13 views and then had to take it down due to re-uploading, but yeah. Which of course didn't even fix the problem I was trying to fix anyway. More on that later. But yeah. But nobody seems to have been having problems with what I've been doing. So I'm just going with what I'm doing, assuming that what I'm doing is fine. So yeah, let's go for hoping that that's fine. Yay. Anyway, mining the backgrounds. Let's see. Let's talk on a more professional level than what I've been rambling on about, whatever that is. Projects for the future. Well, that's really up in the air right now. I need to get some new recording stuff. I've been looking at getting a capture card for my my consoles. In case for those who are wondering, I have a PlayStation 2, an Xbox 360, and a Wii. So, if that helps at all. And I've actually been looking at getting a capture card for all those systems, as I just said. So yeah, I'll think about that. But anyway, this is going to be my tactic. I'm just going to do this. This is kind of cheap, I know, but what are you going to do? I'm trying to do this with no armor. So, as you may have guessed, what this is going to do, if I actually did it right, which I didn't, I forgot, you have to actually use it, so I'll just put this right up here and then use it. What this will do is call down the boss. And this is the boss of Area 1. And he's putting guys in here. I didn't think about him doing that. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. So yeah, this is the boss. Welcome to the boss. He seems to be just sort of stuck here. I'm kind of confused, but I'm just going to go with it. It seems like he can't really do anything. And if that's the case, then I'm just going to kill him. And actually, I just realized that why I'm doing this during a boss fight, I don't know, but just noticed that was wrong. Yeah, that's interesting. Normally this guy, I think he's just known as Penguin UFO. Yeah, normally he... Oh, Dreadwing the Penguin. Oh, yeah, they did add lore for everything, didn't they? So I guess his name is Dreadwing. Dreadwing the Penguin. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and read that. So now we have a new codex. I'll go ahead and show the codex now. Typically it has, like, survival guides and all sorts of guides and whatnot, but I want to read this boss one. Gather round and let us speak of Dreadwing the Pirate. This is a vile bird, once posed as a Glitch King, went toe-to-toe with Florin, and out-wrestled an Apex, out-flew an Avian, out-drank a human, and out-patronized Hyotl. He's the self-confessed scourge of the galaxy and cannot wait for the day when the rest of the universe notices. His latest plan is as fiendish as it is simple. Distress beacons. Curious explorers and pesky do-gooders can't resist the call for help. Then, as soon as they make contact, he's there, all in one of his many custom UFOs, an army of angry penguins in tow. Nobody really knows what Dreadwing gains from these attacks. Analysis estimate that the destruction of UFOs must be costing Dreadwings hundreds of thousands of pixels, and yet he persists, smashing his way through settlements and blowing up camps until he's eventually chased off, tail feathers between his legs. Fun Dreadwing fact. Dreadwing's early UFO design did not allow him to destroy terrain, thus leaving him vulnerable to adventurers who hid themselves below ground, like what I was trying to do, actually. And that is the last of that. So yeah, apparently he can actually smash terrain now. What I was actually trying to do was an old trick that you could do with him. You could just hide under here and then just shoot out with your bow, and you'd be invincible against him. Apparently not anymore. So yeah. But as you might see, he dropped these 5 molten cores. He used to only drop 1, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, he drops these 5 molten cores. And as you can see in the description, they can be used to craft a very powerful metalwork station. Well, it didn't say powerful, but I did. So let's go check on this. Those of you who have, eagle eyes may have noticed this. That's what it is. So if you take an anvil, which we just so happen to have lying around, don't be afraid to use your old anvil because this is an actually upgraded one. 300 pixels and a molten core. you get metalworking station, a station used for producing and making the use of various metals, can produce steel. So we want to take part in this. Now we have a metalwork station, and it looks pretty cool. And what it does is it allows us to create. Dun, 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 where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I guess I can't get it yet. But most importantly, it lets us make the star map upgrade. MK2. Or Mark II. I can use this to upgrade my ship's engine, allowing flight into the beta sector. Now, if you remember, our quest actually told us, this first contact one, says that we can't go anywhere beyond the alpha sector. I actually haven't shown this off yet, but I will right now. If we go here, you'll notice this is our planet. It's at level 1. Why not? And we have 0 fuel. Now, if I right-click here, we go into the system, the solar system that we belong to, the Alpha Ix 1743 system. And we are on Alpha Ix 1743V, or 5. Now, that's just where we are. This is the Alpha sector. Yeah, I know, it's a little crazy. But, yeah, you can go anywhere in here. Literally anywhere. Like, see this star here? Bam, I can go here. See the star over here? Bam, I can go here. Every single star. Now, some of them, like this one, doesn't actually have any planets. But, I mean, for the amount that they do, it's crazy. I mean, look at this one. Right here. Well, nah, that one. I mean, they all have their own planets and whatnot, and it's just ridiculous how many there are. And it's just insanity, really. And, yeah. And, I mean, you can go to any of these. If I latch on here, you can see that we need, like, I think that's 200 fuel there. Let's see, if this is divided up into 4 sections, that'd be sections of 250. So, yeah, that'd be about 200. I believe it's 200 if you are going to a new solar system. Just go back to, one second, just go back to our system. I believe it's 50 if you want to go somewhere within your own system, and I think it's like 5 if you want to go, oh my god, that's a lot. I think it's like 5 if you want to get to a planet that's like hovering next to each other, like these moons here. Hilariously enough, one of these is actually a moon biome, which is kind of cool. Nothing too useful about a moon biome right now, but, I mean, it's interesting. So, yes, and actually, you might have noticed this coal that we have. It says it's a decent source of fuel. That's actually why. It's because we can put it in, and bam, now we have some fuel. So, let's see if we can... Where was that one? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Let's see if we can fly here yet. Nope, doesn't look like we can. So, I think this episode will be about going on a little journey, trying to get some fuel. Now, there is actually another way of getting fuel, but it does take a while, and I should mention that I just sort of did, but it takes a while. It is good if you don't like mining. It's not an insanely good way of getting fuel, but it's good for the people who don't like mining, like I don't, really. And it also makes for more interesting videos, because, I mean, who would really want to be just stuck down in a cave for their entire video? I mean, we kind of did that in the last episode, but, I mean, really, did anybody enjoy that episode? I didn't. Well, sort of I did, because I like making videos, but you know what I mean. So, but anyway, off with explaining how mining is boring and how this way is better, and actually onto explaining what the way is. Now, as you can see, I was chopping down these trees as I was going all along to get this coal that I remembered from last episode. Well, that actually has a purpose. That is actually the way of getting fuel without actually mining at all, is chopping trees. Now, you may be wondering, Sander, how do you manage to get fuel, like coal, out of trees? Well, I welcome you into the mystical world of charcoal. If you put 10 raw wood, like that log up there, which I'm actually going to go grab, into a furnace, put 10 of those into a furnace, or unrefined wood, sorry, it's not raw, you will get 1 piece of coal out of it. And now this is a pretty good deal for the fact that you don't have to go mining at all, and the fact that axes never break. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, due to the fact that axes never break, and pickaxes do, and trees are a lot easier to find than ores, because there's a lot more of them, and you can farm them and whatnot, it's a pretty good deal. That's all I'm going to say. It's a pretty good deal. Now, of course, you have your problems with it. I mean, obviously, it's not the most efficient process in the world. You are losing... You obviously could get a lot more by mining. Now, I mean, like, look at this. Like, if all of this coal was wood, I would have, like, 90 pieces of unrefined wood just sort of sitting here in my inventory right now. Plus the stuff that I mined extra. So, where's the coal at? Yeah, 25 coal. That's 250 unrefined wood just there. This whole stack, 506 unrefined wood. You think that would be crazy amounts of wood. That's only 50 coal. And I should mention each coal is worth 2 fuel in the ship. So, even that's only 100 fuel. And this 25 is another 50. Out of that much. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but at least you get a lot of wood from trees. Oh, did that thing just spit a black hole at me? Dark gravity ball, is that what it said that it was? That's weird. Okay. Also, I didn't mean to chop down just the tip of that. Oh well. So, yes, these guys are peaceful, that's nice. So, yes, for those who don't like mining, like I don't, except for surface ores, because, you know, free game, really, no caves involved. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's your way out of mining for everything. Now, there is actually, later on, there's a way of getting better fuels. But we're not going to come to that for a pretty long time. I'd estimate... keep going along at this pace, which we probably won't, but let's just assume that we keep going along at this pace. I'd probably say maybe... Oh, I died. I'd probably assume maybe episode 10, episode 12, something like that. I don't know. Well, actually... Trying to remember... Okay... Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Back at the ship, we have fuel. Now, you for those of you who are wondering, you can't just put anything in here. You can't put, like, blue petals in here and expect it to fuel it. It just doesn't work. I mean, you can put anything in there. It doesn't mean it's going to work as fuel. But, as I said before, just put this in here, smelt it up, bam, cool. And now we actually have enough to go where we're going anyway, so I'll just leave that smelting. And welcome to our new planet. And I'm actually going to this desert biome for a reason. You're probably thinking, oh, you should go to like a forest biome or something, if those even exist, which I think they do. Let me see. I think we're living on forest. Yeah, we are. You should probably go there because, you know, lots of trees. And desert would be really terrible because wouldn't there be like no trees, so you'd have to go mining? True. But there's also a lot, and I mean a lot, of coal in a desert biome. So let's go. Welcome to our first lightspeed travel. I'll just put this over here. Right about there. Spoolie off GL drive. And begin jump. Engage lightspeed travel. Ching! Oh, I love how this happens. Probably should have shut the door first. Oh well. And now, we're gonna slow down a little bit. In just a bit. Yep, slowing down. The jump has been completed. And as you can see, we're sort of slowing down here. Very slowly. You can see the other planets and moons in the background. That's a nice touch. Love the huge gas giant. And now, we are on this planet. Go ahead and grab the coal out of here, grab the unrefined wood. Go ahead and just fuel up the ship for the next time that we need to jump. Now let's warp to the planet. Let's go check this place out. And welcome to our desert biome. Our new planet. Now I know what you're thinking. So what about the planet that we were just on? Have we abandoned it? Can we never go back? Well, the answer is no. Obviously we can come back anytime, because we can go anywhere. How are we going to remember where it is? Well, I'm actually going to go up here real quick, because I just wanted to show off the desert biome real quick. If you actually go here, you notice down the bottom right, or the bottom left, sorry, my bad, you have set home and go home. Now, you can set a home anywhere in the entire sector, even outside of the alpha sector, even the beta sector, or maybe another sector that we haven't discovered yet. Hint, 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 nudge, nudge. Anywhere you can set a home. So if we ever wanted to come back to that, we can just click on it, hit set home. Now that place should be set as our home, maybe? Or does it set this place as our home? I don't know. Set that as a home. Huh, weird. It's not letting me do it right now. But basically it would mark it as your home, and it would allow you to do this. If you notice, every time I've clicked on this, or hit E on it to interact with it, we've had three options. Warp planet, cancel, and this one in the middle, warp home. If you set a home, when you hit warp home, it will actually warp you down to the planet of where you marked home, not necessarily where you are orbiting. So that's interesting. But what's more interesting is I saw stuff over here. As you can see from right there, there's something below us. There's something right down there. Let's go try and find the entrance to that. Ow, God, that really hurts. Yeah, unfortunately the desert biomes are pretty hostile. Oh, that's actually a new thing. Leather. That's a crafting material that will be used much later. You can pretty much only get it through very, very rare killings with the sword, as I've already stated. Sword very rarely gives like meat, and the other drop that the bow can give, or the hunting knife for that matter, which is leather. But yeah, the hunting bow gives it more frequently, but it's still pretty rare even with the hunter bow. But now we have these guys. Now I should mention, these guys are pretty tough. They would probably one-shot me at full health if we were to get close to them, but they drop weapons and tons of stim packs, which are really useful. So this one is actually better in... Actually, I'm just going to compare these real quick. Other than swing speed, actually, let me check that. Yeah, it's better in every single way. So, already we found a new weapon here. And it gets better. You see these little gems on the walls there? Bet you see them? They give pixels. Pretty nice. We got ourselves a dungeon. That's all I'm saying. They want me gone. Interesting to know, sir. But I don't want me gone. Trespass and you die? How about no? I love the text for these guys. Just doesn't make any sense. Not really. So yeah, we finally have a dungeon to explore. So yeah, we'll just be doing that in this video. Also, I want to say I really like these doors, this Apex security doors. Also, that thing over there is amazing. That thing over there is really useful. That like glowy red terminal thing. Also, why it's protected by 4 guys. But yeah, this thing right here does that. Now you're probably wondering, what are these purple blocks? And why did it do so much damage to me? If I say it's amazing. Well, they're called matter blocks. What's a matter block? What's the point? You may ask. Why does it say new blueprint available? It's a block that matters. It's what a matter block is. And that is used for, actually, right now it's not used for anything. But later, oh boy, later, this stuff is going to be good. Okay, just trust me on that. If you want some better armor later, you want to grab some of this stuff. I think you only actually need like a couple of pieces though. I don't think you need that many. But it's still good to grab as much as you can, because, I mean, it's just cool looking, really. I mean, even if you don't end up using it, just go ahead and, like, use it as a decoration tool or something. So, yeah. I'm also going to be taking every door that I see, because I like doors. I like the doors from here. Now I'm going to finish these guys off with the bow, because I like that. That one dropped a Deckard's Deflector. What is that? It's a shield that the item... Okay. Yeah, all the shields still need to have a description set. Yeah, you can't put that anywhere. You can hold it. Like, if I put this instead of the dirt, I can hold it, and then I can put it up, and it'll block a ton of damage. And if I'm actually using a one-handed weapon, I can put this... As you notice, this is on my left slot, but I'm still holding my right, my flashlight with my right. This is only one-handed. So I can put this here, and then hold a one-handed weapon, so that way I could have a shield, a sword, and a shield, you know? So that's pretty cool. I'm not really that big of a fan of shields, to be honest, so I probably won't be using any. But, hey, if it appeals to you, go ahead. These cupboards sometimes have stuff in them, like that. Pixels, stim pack. This one has a bunch of stim packs, including a red stim pack, which is basically an upgraded bandage. It's like a lot more better healing. And yeah, this is actually, I don't know if you guys can tell. 1 second. But this is actually where we were viewing this little bit from upstairs. Well, above ground, not really upstairs, but you know what I mean. So that's quite nice. That's a nice little detail. Well, it's not really a detail, because, I mean, you just sort of saw a part of the dungeon. It's not like it's meant to be that way, but... And also, for whatever reason, this place always seems to have low gravity for me. Like, I don't know if it's meant to have low gravity, or if that's just a bug, or what's going on with that, but... This place always has low grav. For whatever reason. You can still take fall damage here. You can still take fall damage in this game, but it's just less here, because you can oftentimes reorient yourself so you won't fall on anything. And this guy dropped a dull hacker. Where did that go? It's here. That does 9 damage per swing. Not quite as fast of a swing speed, but it also has the same DBS. And it's poisonous, as seen by the skull there. Because if you remember correctly, the symbol for poison on our little person was a skull. Also, we have this. High-tech chest. Typically contains some coal, some pixels, you know, nothing too special, but, yeah, still dungeon loot. Still good. I'm actually going to fall down here, because there's stuff down here. Also, I like how this entire place is made by lava. It's lit by lava. right there. Pretty nice. I mean, this is really just a good way to get pixels. This isn't really anything that you want for superb loots to be epic or anything like that. It's mainly just mainly just pixels. But I mean, hey, if you want pixels, they're here. So you got that going for you. So yes, and for the people who are wondering what's down here, it's just lava. So that's why I haven't been going down there. Even though there's that reddish glow, just like the one that I jumped in earlier, I know what I'm doing. It's just lava down there. So it would have been death. Because, as you noticed before when I fell in lava that first time, lava hurts. A lot. Like a lot. And wow, I killed that guy in one hit. Yeah, see, he's poisoned now. So now I can't really do anything about it. If I just stand over here, he dies. And also, we got a new thing, a weak wobbler. It doesn't do as much damage as our current thing, so I'm not going to even bother. Also, scientist goat. Yay! Yeah, I'd rather have the extra 5 health than just wear that as a thing. So yes, as a vanity item is what I was trying to say there. So yes, now I have a scientist coat as a vanity. Also, I should mention, if you just hit the number that you've already selected, or you can just use it by going to this the very edge and going off the edge with the scroll wheel. So since I'm on 1, if I scroll up, it'll do this. You'll activate both slots of what you set up here, like where I have my flashlight right now, which is why I have my flashlight out. So if you have something set in left slot and you don't want to have an empty inventory space to be able to use that, that's how you use that. Probably should have mentioned that sooner, but oh well. I want to slap him. Slap hammer. Okay. Light it up. Let's see what we got. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, 5 iron bars, that'll be useful. 5 silver bars, that'll be probably even more useful. Mario bombs, that they just named bombs. Seriously though, how is that not modeled off of Mario? Right there. Well, now somebody's going to tell me that that's not modeled off of Mario, and Mario actually modeled off something else, but something like that, I don't know. But, you know. Did I grab the last chest? I did not. Oh well. But yes, in this row, okay. Sometimes there's actual lava down there. So it appears that that's the end of this dungeon then, as we've already explored all of it. Huh. Interesting. Well, I suppose I'll head back up. Let's see, check the time on the video.